Sunday. How's everyone doing today? I feel very well rested. Because this is my favorite time change. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Oh, I had to turn my air conditioning back on. Hey, Sheila. I just gave the cats chicken because I left them home alone this morning. I've been out and about, and I came in and they were both sitting, I have a little tile entryway. It's not real tile. It's like lino tile. And they were both sitting on the end of it and just staring at me. So since I left them alone, I gave them chicken when I returned. And this so they wouldn't attack me while I was going live. But yeah, I had to turn my air conditioning on because it's hot here today. Sheila, you're officially their godmother because it's 78 degrees here. Oh no, Heather. Did you overdo it? Heather tore it up on Pam's channel yesterday evening. My throat feels like something, but I'm not allowed to get sick. It's not happening. I need to rest. Claudia, I was so happy when I saw Blue came home. So happy. I was worried. And your post made my day. Heather, drink lots of water. Get some vitamin C. And you'll feel better. And just sleep. If you need me to do history highlight tomorrow, let me know. But, we can make it happen. Yeah. It's because she was, yeah. I'd be freaking out if it was my cat. Heather doesn't sleep well. She needs some rest. I have lots of fun stuff today that I'm excited to show you. My dishwasher is still broken. I have to call the repair guy. So I'm using all the things that are hand wash only, like my little strawberry shortcake glass. Because if I have to hand wash it anyway, might as well be something special. How is your all's weather? I imagine it's quite warm where Claudia is too, because she's not terribly far from me. This weekend was busy. What did I do yesterday? I crafted yesterday all day long. Got to prep. So if you don't know, next week, I know I had to though, because the back of my house just soaks in all that sunlight and it just gets warm. And if it's above 70 outside, it gets a little too toasty in here. And 78 is too much. It's way too much. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, there won't be a sale on my channel next Sunday because I will still be at my big 3-day craft show, which goes until, I say, at least 4 or 5 next Sunday. So I have 3 very long days ahead of me, and then I'll be tearing down and packing all my stuff up. So, hey, Jeannie. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with some lighter things. Where do I want to start? Actually, nothing is super heavy today. Except for one thing I'm going to re-show. Everything is largely new. Fun things that I have found recently. I'm going to start with I have a couple bits of ephemera that I'm excited about. I'm going to take this one out of its container here. I just thought the cover of this was fantastic. So this will start at 6. It is just one piece of music. I'll show you the back first because I want to. So it's copyright 1913. So this is an antique bit of sheet music. Here we have a witty gem set in emerald hue. So that's apparently there's a teaser on the back for their next piece of music. But this specific piece of music is The Eyes of the World. Look at that. Look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. The moons, stars, there's Saturn. They said no man in the moon. This is a lady. It's a lady in the moon. So, The Eyes of the World, originally introduced by Kay Laurel. I don't know who Kay Laurel is. I'm guessing that's Kay Laurel. But there are actually 2 songs in here. Now, it is separated on the side. There is Try This on Your Piano. There's In the Valley of the Moon here. And then The Eyes of the World. Words by Jeff Brandon, music by Arthur Lang. MCM XIV. Hey, Spirit! But I just absolutely love. Let's see. I hear you calling me. No use to sigh. Stop your worrying. I'll be hurrying to you. Bye. And I'm guessing bye. Here we go. Now the sheet is free in the middle. But that's perfect for turning if you want to play this on the piano. Wait, where are we? Where did I miss it? One. Okay. To you by and I think. Oh, that's a different. Anyway, if you're gonna play it, I don't know. It feels like there's something missing. The Eyes of the World, or maybe this is turned the wrong way. Nope. All right. There's a page missing for the In the Valley of the Moon one, but all the words are there for The Eyes of the World. But anyway, I don't see anybody interested in it, so I'll just show you the lovely, like if you have a, where are you buying, Spirit? But I just absolutely love the graphics on this. 1913, it's almost in my space time period. I'll put it back safely. And I got to keep it out of Mitzi's reach because she likes to rip paper apart. We don't need her eating antique sheet music. Though, like me, she could just have expensive tastes. All right. I think I've shown this once before, but it's a ceramic trinket box. Help if I could spell ceramic. Put the M in the wrong place. So it is a blue and white. Wait, how many sides? Octagonal trinket box. I love the image on it. It looks very Italianate to me. I love the clouds. Their little doggy. People on horseback. But it's 2 pieces. That sounds bad. Here's the bottom. There are no markings on it. I would imagine this is Nanking ware. Without any markings, there's no way to know for certain. But Nanking, China is where this blue and white. Yeah, same here, Spirit. It is lovely here. But I love that it's a different kind of image than you normally see in the blue and white. It's a very... I would imagine somebody knows exactly where this is supposed to be, but I do not know. Hey, Geneva. But I just love the little doggy. You know what? It could be somewhere, because look at the hats. It just feels Mediterranean to me. But there is that. I'll try not to make this super loud. But lovely trinket. And then so y'all know I love some brass. These are starting at 12. Hey, Kathy. But they're not your typical candlesticks. They are ship's candlesticks. And if you don't know what a ship's candlestick is, they move so that with the rocking of the boat, the candlestick, though this is a little tight, doesn't tip over and set your ship on fire, because fire and ships don't go too well together. Just ask Prince Eric. But so they can sit. It is a pair. So starting at 12, you get 2. There is no maker's mark on them. So it could be China, it could be India. But you can set them like this, or you can, see here, you can hang them, right? Or, see the hook? You can like loop it over something too. Or if you hang it in this direction, you've got the candlestick and a hook. Both ways. Yeah, if you have a nautical theme, this is great. Or if you just like brass, it's perfect. You can also use this to hold it, you know, while you're haunting your house and your flowy shift. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Miss Havisham it up. 12 for the pair. Thanks, Spirit. I made that with the help of Miss Heather Elizabeth and Peg when they came to visit. Looks like you can tighten it up. Oh, this turny thing like locks it into place. So you can make it loose. So this does still work. It's just this one was tight. So that's what they do on a ship, so that the candle stays upright. Anyway, tighten these back up. Oh, next year for Halloween, if you got these, you could do a haunted pirate ship theme. That would be fun. Nobody needs those today. Okay. Let's do, how about some other ephemera? So I happened upon some Victorian trading cards. These are gonna be choice, starting at 5. From what I could find during my research, these are from the 1870s to the 1880s. They look like they came from 2 different series. And this one, they both have the printing company on them. But look, so here's choice number 1. It's these roller skating kids dressed as little, I'm going to, like Poirots, the like French clowns. They're not doing very well. And it is the metallic. Now, I know the metallics are harder to find. And these were trimmed pretty close. So you can just see Keter here. But I'll show you the others. These are all from the same printer. And then here's a mischievous, I'm going to bet this is a brother spraying something on his sleeping sister. Again, this one is the metallic. But these are all, the printing company is Catcher Linus in Philadelphia. I couldn't find a lot of information on that printing company. I just found these this morning, so I was excited. And when I'm excited, I can't wait to show people. So I just, but I know it is because you can see the Keter on the other 2, but these have it more fully. And here's 2 kids playing, and there's the, see, it says Catcher Linus. I thought it said Keter Unub, but the internet was like, that's not a thing. And then I searched printing Philadelphia with Keter, and it's Catcher Linus, Philadelphia. They're jumping, not doing very well at it. And then here are little kids walking. And I don't know what that kid is doing in the back. He's dressed up as Napoleon, maybe. I know that these came in series, and usually there was a theme to them. I just love the little outfits in this one. Except, the baby carrying a scythe. No, they put him to work early. So, I don't know what's up with his. He is not, this one here is looking a little shifty. So, yeah. So, there's those 4. The colors on these are great. Very crisp and clear, and they're in great condition. I mean, obviously they were stuck in somewhere because you can see the residue there. And then the shiny guys. And the little accident prone. These are Victorian trading cards. I haven't researched like what but like they traded them, like we did. Like sometimes they would come in tobacco, sometimes they would come, advertisers would print these and give these out, and then people just collected them and shared them. So they're lithograph prints, tiny little lithographs. And usually if they were advertisers, like there would be something like over here for whatever it was. These are from 1870s to 1880s. I mean, I'd have to like look more into it. I just know I like them, I like ephemera, but not everybody has to. Okay. Again, I have to keep that up away from Mitzi. Okay, how about a 10 with castles on it? Love a 10. This 10 is in German, so I can't tell you what it was for. I can take a guess, but so here is the top. It's a lovely little size. I love the gilding on, well, it's not gilding, the gold tone. It's Nuremberg. Obviously, this is a church. And then on the sides, so this actually, I own one of these. This is I think they call it like a wedding cup or a blessing cup. You can tip it up and there's wine. Hey, yeah, if I know, I'm happy to. I might have to do because Heather did one on calling cards, but I don't think we've talked about trading cards. And then here's men all fancy. And then here's the town. I'm guessing it's Nuremberg from the top. Yes. And it's all fancy. The decoration is in great shape. And then I don't know who she's supposed to be, but she's got a big crown. And he's not happy about it. It's Kronbraut, what that one says. This one is Brautigam and Brautbecker. Oh, thanks, Spirit. And I love the detail at the top. Whatever it was, there was 300 grams of it. It is, Otto Schmidt. It's very clean on the inside. Very clean. We just like to. Alt-Nuremberg. Yep, no. I took 1 day of German, and none of these words were in that day. But I'm going to count it down for spirit. 10. Hey, Jan. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soul to spirit. Thank you very much. Are you laughing at my 1 day of German? I can tell you, I do remember every single thing I learned on that 1 day of German. And the reason I only took 1 day of German is because I was a freshman. And I was in 101 Italian, 101 Russian, and 101 German. And one of them had to go. So German was the one that went. But I remember, wie heißt du? Ich heiße Angela. And Guten Morgen, Guten Abend, Gute Nacht. That's what I remember. Absolutely, Spirit. Let me write it down. Heather, are you still here? Your pie is almost dry. Okay. Now these guys, the next few items are a little fun, a little funky. But actually, I'm going to go with this first. Okay, so this is starting at 10. And it is the most adorable little oil can I have ever seen. It's drying. Actually, it should be dry, so I'll get your stuff sent out this week. But look at the little oil can. Look at it. And it makes that noise. You hear it? Which just makes me think of one of my least favorite movies, Wizard of Oz. But if you have a Wizard of Oz display, if you love the Wizard of Oz, this is perfect. But Heather got a little apple flavor. Oh, the little tiny? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's brass. This still had oil in it. I dumped the oil out. But I'm also giving you, this is just a vintage card, but I love the sentiment. It says, if you want it done right, hire a woman. So, why together? Because I have these tiny itty bitty baby magnets. And we all know the flower frogs. We love the flower frogs. But sometimes you want things that are just a little bit different. Oh, I don't want to put that on her face. Put it right down here. So you'll get the cute tiny little oil. It's not an oil can, is it? It's an oil spritzer. And you also get the card. Yeah, the pies always sell really well, so I have more. But you'll get the 2 tiny magnets and the little vintage 1972. If you want it done right, hire a woman. And the little oil can. Thank you, Sheila. The pies are always popular. I sold a lot in my last show. That's why I've been sculpting pies like crazy lately. Yeah, these little tiny, and like you could even you could even double-side it, because you can have one on that side and flip it around and pop something on the other side. Or if it's light enough, you could have it up here and you could double layer. Hey, Helen. So, yeah. And I like that it's, it's different. And it gives it a little height. But this tiny little oil can, I just saw it and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm going to go ahead and count it down for Sheila. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. To Sheila. All right. There we go. Put this to the side. Oh, Sheila, I can't say your name without singing. That's what happens. Okay. So I have 2 cool Toby creamers. I think I'm going to do them separately because one apparently is infinitely more collectible than the other. But this Toby creamer is going to start at 15. Actually, no. 14. Oh, okay, Helen. So, now we've all seen Toby creamers, Toby mugs, but these are exquisitely done, and they are Staffordshire ware. And this one has his name on the bottom, the character, but look at his face. Look at him. These rosy cheeks. Now you can tell that he's an imbiber. And look at this. Look at the handle. It's a horse. Now, I did look it up. It's got his name on the back too. And I was like, well, Tony Weller must be somebody from British pop culture, history, etc. And so I looked it up, and he's a character from the Pickwick Papers, which is Charles Dickinson's first novel. He was Sam Weller's father. But look at this color points, and it's fantastically done. You can put a bottle brush tree in it. Now, I don't know much about the Pickwick Papers. Like, when it comes to Dickens, I know, the Christmas Carol, and is Oliver Twist Dickens? Now I'm second guessing myself, but just his chin. Look at his chin. He's got personality and rosacea. I think he would be a hilarious present for someone, especially if that someone likes horses. They fill it up with some kind of candy. But here's his first. Wait till you see the next one, though. It's so good. It's so good. Now, they call this a Toby mug, but some of them call them a Toby jug because you can use it to pour. But he's got fantastic. And I believe the company that makes this is Silvac Pottery in Staffordshire. This one doesn't say Silvac, but the other one does. And the rest of the print looks exactly the same. So it's a Silvac Toby jug. Tony Weller. But nobody's a fan. And that's okay. Wait till you see the next one. Okay. But first, I shared a picture of these guys on my and you'll want to look them up. So they are Rajasthani and figurines. And Rajasthan is a region in India. And these guys are starting at 25. If you want to look that up, you can, just to see. So here's the first one. He's got some kind of accordion like. I would actually be starting them at more, but one of them is missing their instrument. So they are wooden. Pretty sure. So here's the first band member. Here's the second band member. Again, not entirely sure what instrument that would be. This is the guy who is missing, I believe he's missing a horn because there's a hole here and he's blowing on something. A blueberry pie. I don't have a blueberry pie, but I can make a blueberry pie. If you can wait a week or so, I can make you one. So there's the next band member. And then he's playing a stringed instrument. I don't know if that could be a lute. I'm sure these are traditional Indian instruments I don't have names for, but I'll let him stare at you. And then this is like a keyboard, I believe. Some kind of keyboard. But if you want to look up Rajasthani bands, figurines, feel free. Or you can screenshot these guys. They came up real quick once I took a picture of them. You get all 5. And they're fairly lightweight, but you can stack them. I just love their mustaches. They all have very prominent mustaches. So you'll get all 5. Aren't they fun? I think they're fun. They all are in the same position. That must be a comfortable playing position. Anyway, I'll put them down. But if you find you need them later, after researching, let me know. Okay. On the next is something I made. All right. So if you have been following along, so this is, I'm taking old linens. Like if you've, Crafty Friday, I've been working on these. But this one I painted the back. So this one is a necklace. It comes on a little organza cord. It's got a red crimson background. And I chose this part of the lace. This came from a tablecloth. That had a huge paint splash on it. So, nobody was going to use it. So I wanted to celebrate it. But so this is part of a flower, but I felt like when I isolated it, this looks like 2 hearts here. But It's super lightweight. You could also use this as an ornament. Like you could write or paint on the back, give it as a gift, say Christmas 2022 or whatever, Festivus 2022. Or you can wear it. Again, this is a very thin wood, so it is extremely lightweight. But those are my newest crafts. They've been a lot of fun to make. That's okay. It's okay. It was a very quiet Friday. We were all a little tired. It was a long week. This week's going to be long too. Even though I don't have to work on Tuesday because it's election day here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the other Toby mug. So this Toby mug or jug, is King Neptune. Now, comps for this one online were a little crazy. But I get a good deal, so we're not going crazy. Here is the bottom. Again, this one says Silvac, Staffordshire, hand painted, made in England, and it is King Neptune. But look at this guy. Look at his handle. It's a seahorse. Look at it. I love him. I love his little cap coming down the side. I like the detail. And this is, I don't know if that's a texture. Kind of looks like a texture, but the glaze has filled in but it's just, I love it. I love it. Again, the rosy cheeks, maybe they're wind burned. The other one, he was definitely. But this one, maybe he's just been on the sea too long. So if it's King Neptune, he's under the water. Right? I don't know. I absolutely love the seahorse. I find seahorses fascinating. Hello, ma'am. Mitzi is coming to say hi. Come on. Make you a space. Here you go. You want to say hi to everyone? There you go. Oh, yeah. There's her tail. You're a pretty girl. Want to say hi? Oh, yes. Say hello. Oh, you're going to get comfortable? Okay. There you go. All right. All right. Yeah. There you go. You want to smell it? You smell good? All right. Cat time is over. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Did you Google it? Like, that's what. I'm going to go ahead and count it for Spirit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So to Spirit. Let me write that down so I don't forget. She's licking me now. Let me circle that. Okay. The last item I have for today is very cool. Callie is watching you, ma'am. Yeah. You say hi to Callie? Hi, Kelly. Mitzi thanks you for her new favorite treats. Okay. Now previously I showed the plain version of this. And I was going to keep this one, but then I decided I'll keep the plain one and I'll sell this one. And if I can paint the plain one in a manner I prefer, since it's plain. But this is, ooh, yeah. They need a rugged seaman. So this is a Westmoreland Zodiac plate. And it is the stained one. And it's going to start at 22. It's lovely. It is absolutely lovely. Now, it is vintage. I think it 60s, 70s is when these were produced. But I love this one is stained. Now, it's going to be hard to see the coloring behind this. But so around the outside is each of the zodiac symbols. Now, the images, sorry, Sheila, of the zodiacs are stained in blue, and they're stained on the underside. And this did come this way. Some of them were sold plain, and some of them were sold painted. And then around each of the zodiac symbols are gold stars, and then also the little actual symbol. So there's there's Libra, and then there's the little Libra symbol. And so all the way around, and then down the spokes is gold, and then in the center is this red rosette. Now, I had this as part of my dark academia display, so it was awesome. Hey, Kaz. It was awesome with you could put your crystal collection on here. If you had a crystal ball, you could rest it. Isn't it, Jan? It's lovely. Let me see if I have a piece of white paper here. My band members are sitting on top of my paper, causing a ruckus. Let's see, I should have plain paper. I have plain paper left over from Pictionary. Here we go. Yeah, this should allow you to see it a little bit better. It is absolutely lovely. Some people on Etsy have this listed for add $100 to my number. Right? It's fantastic. Now they sold this as a whole dinner set. So this is like a dinner size plate. But now I know that's Pisces, right? And I'm guessing that's Aries, Capricorn. What's the Archer one? I'm terrible with zodiacs. I know that's Libra because that's mine. That's Cancer. But it's fabulous. It's fabulous. I wish I'd found more, but I'm thinking I might paint mine. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I think I might keep mine. I like the red in the center, but I think I'm going to paint mine black with gold stars. I don't know. Stay tuned. That's a project for when I have more time. When it is not craft show season. But I'm going to go ahead and count it down because y'all know I get good deals, you get good deals, everybody's happy. We're all happy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Sprint. It's painted on the underside. It might have been flashed on, but that is how Westmoreland put it out. And it's in great condition. Because it was on the underside, it stayed in pretty good condition. Where did I put mine? Mitzi, did you eat my pen? Did you eat my pen, ma'am? Okay. Yeah. All right. Does anybody like a recap? If you came in later, I can do one very quickly. Or you can also go back, watch it on chipmunk speed. Let me know if there's something you are interested in. Now, mine and Mary's sale from last week will go down tomorrow. So if you're interested in combining shipping with something from last week and this week, you can do so. But otherwise, it disappears tomorrow morning when I remember. So it might be tomorrow afternoon. And again, next week, I won't have a sale, but I will the Sunday after. Now that I have a community tab, I will put a reminder up just so people are aware. And Spirit, I can get you that blueberry pie as soon as my craft show is done. And I can sculpt you one. And if you want me to hold this stuff, I can do so. But it won't be very much to ship. It'll go like first class. So I can ship it as soon as it's ready. I can. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, on that note, tomorrow evening, provided Heather is up to it, we will be having Rocant and Bergamot on her channel. So we'll just hang out, chat about all things vintage and antique, and whatever else strikes our fancy. And I mean, that's it. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. Perfect, yeah. So, on that note, I will say goodbye. Have a fantastic week. I hope the weather stays fabulous for everyone and that you have, again, a fantastic week. If there's an election happening where you are, please go vote. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Sunday.